Hello Taurus, welcome. This is a general reading for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the energies of the week of August 5th. So this is a general reading. Take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. Sometimes energies are reversed. The message is for whoever needs to hear the message. All right, so let's see what's going on. Something to do with friendship seemed to pop out. So maybe there's somebody you like, Taurus. Definitely somebody you like. Somebody who would you like to make a beginning with, but I feel like you have to end something first before you can move on. Or maybe they need to end something first before they move on. So, let's get the spread down. Put some cards down and see what's really going on for you, Taurus, for this week of August. 1, 2, I feel like we have to do 5 shuffles. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 shuffles for our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Going in. Ooh, that's a nice card to have at your base, Taurus. So I feel like your inner voice really is, you're listening to it. I think you're really starting to tune in to what your mind is saying. I think some of you are starting to feel a little better, maybe even a little playful. So let's see, what else do we have for our Taurus for this week? Yeah, you're being really open to what's coming down. I think some of you are finally opening up and talking and not feeling so alone. I think for some of you, Taurus, you've been holding back, not really being open to maybe what other people have been saying to you. I think some of you have been, I really get this uncooperative type of energy. And I think it's a cycle with all of you. But I think you break free and break out of that. I think there's this light that starts to shine. I mean, my focus keeps going on this light. It's like you start to see things a little bit brighter. And I saw that here. Some of you have been in a very dark place. Because it's like this is like stuff that you've been carrying with you even from a long time ago. And it's almost like your past has kept you from your future. So I think this is really great, Taurus. I think some of you are really starting to come out. Although, some of you have to learn how to flow more. A lot of you have been in a quiet place of isolation where you didn't want people to really know how upset you've been, or maybe people do know. But for some of you, maybe you need to cry. Maybe there's an issue from the past that you've held on that it's like you want out. It's like you want to break free of something that has kept you very, very isolated. Yeah, it's kept you from being able to move on. So I feel like there's a fear you have somewhere that has kept you from really moving on. You've been fighting a lot. And I think it's almost like you've been fighting so hard because you want people to really hear you. Because, it's been driving you crazy. It's like you just don't know how to get people to understand really how you are feeling. And I think you fight with a lot of people. I think you fight with your own demons mostly. Because I feel like this is more you. This is in your head. You're fighting in your own head. And there's people around you. And I think this has caused a disruption in your own life as far as you not being happy. So I think, say what you got to say, Taurus. Don't be afraid to voice what you're really feeling, because ultimately that's where you're going to find some happiness and you won't feel so alone. So it's like time to really clear your head. Maybe some of you need to get some therapy. Maybe this week you start some therapy. but you do gain some, and this is great, because I think you start to gain some real understanding that you feel like you're not so caged up, and that maybe you do belong with the other people, and again, I feel like your light starts to shine a little bit brighter. You start to find that you're more in sync with people, and you start to feel much better. So I think this is a very good week after having some heaviness. I think you need to, I see some of you really having a heart-to-heart conversation with someone, because I think what happens is, like, we talk to each other and you say something to this person and they hear it very differently. And I think that's what's been very frustrating. I feel like you just don't know how to get people to understand what it is you're trying to say. And I think this week, I think you start to come out of that a little bit. I think you've got a long road ahead of you. I think it's the beginning of clearing up a lot of illusions between you and someone else. So I feel like this is a really good reading for you, Taurus. Yeah, a completion. This finally comes to an end, and I think everybody grows as a result of what's going on. But you're going to have to let go of, I feel like issues of the past that just don't serve you anymore. I mean, let go of, the past relationships that didn't work. Quit comparing this relationship to those relationships. It's exhausting. It's exhausting, and it will never leave you feeling good at home. So I think there's a big part of you, Taurus, that has to just open up, and feel better. And I think you're ready. I think you are so done with all of this pain. I feel like you have, this is like childhood trauma that you're bringing into adulthood, and you've got to put that to an end, because this conflict that has happened as a result of you, I want to say you, fighting and being really isolated and feel like nobody gets me. It's been exhausting, and it's been really stressful for you and your family, probably for the people around you. So I feel like you finally come to a point of understanding where maybe you can turn this around. I'm happy for you. I think this is a very positive reading, Taurus, because it's a healing. I really sense this as a real healing and a breakthrough. And then we get the card of breakthrough. So you're almost there, okay? It came up reversed. You're almost there. But you're going to get this breakthrough. Just trust the process. Yes, this is an ending of what didn't work between you and another person from the past. You've got to accept the change. Okay, and really, it's about, where's that card? It's about you two not projecting onto each other. Oh, I guess I put it away. Not projecting onto each other, but trusting each other, okay? And trusting this process, because you're sad. You're sad that this relationship got so out of control. And it's because somebody couldn't let go of the past. All right, final cards. Yeah, so, this disharmony that you've been feeling, this imbalance with this person, like there's no possibilities. I really feel like somebody needs to really clear their conscience, quit fighting. You are a wonderful person, yet you fight with that. You feel trapped, even though everybody's out there going, oh, no, you're not, come with us. So be open to the change, okay? Be open to the change so that you can have this breakthrough, so that you can have this harmony. Because remember, this card came up reversed, and so is this. So once you have this breakthrough, and you really be honest and come clean with your conscience, we all have a past. We all have a past, so you're not alone. And I think once you realize that you are not alone, then you can start to turn things around. But right now, it's going to mean you have to start to participate. Okay, you can't go hiding in the closet. You got to participate. You got to come out. Okay, clear up that conscience. Yeah, because you're at a point of rebirth. See how heavy the bottom of this card is? I mean, that's a camel, not in motion, just kind of standing there. The clouds are all over there, but you climb up that mountain. you know, and you start to find yourself. It's like you got to fight. Fight for who you are, you know, fight for your life. Let it go. You've got to let go of something that is holding you from your happiness. Yeah, so I guess this week you have to trust. Trust the process, okay? It's scary, but you've been in such a dark place, okay? You have been in really heavy, depressed place. Look how dark those are. But this is the dark before the light, okay? So trust it. You can free yourself from whatever it is that is trapping you from your happiness. Okay? Yeah, here we go. Here's that card of projections. Okay? You guys, look at it as a growth spurt, okay? Don't sit back and think everything is going to fix itself, Taurus, because it will not. You know, if you want things to change, then you need to clear up any misconceptions, anything that is not being heard, how you're talking to each other. I mean, this is a growing period for you guys, so don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. You know, you've got to make some moves, and I feel like it's up to you. You know, and good things will happen. Change is never easy for anyone. So I think when you start to feel a little unstable or emotionally, I mean, you're a Taurus. You don't want people to know, you know, how you're really feeling inside. I think that's when you have to go to your center and just find that quiet place, you know, and take a deep breath, count to 10, say, okay, I'm going to reprocess this, rethink this. Yeah, and again, this card of projections keeps coming up. Okay, so it's time to look somebody in the eye and really talk to them so that you can be clear, you know, so that we can make a good future, you know, and have it all. Because I think you want it all with everyone, but it's gonna mean compromise. Okay. All right, that's what I have for you, Taurus. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, you're depressed. Look. Okay. But do you see that light? There's that light. You know, so you feel really tired and really like something really weighing heavy on you, and you just don't see the possibilities. I think that's when you've got to open up and get out of this dark place. And it's going to require you not fighting with yourself and not leaving yourself in situations where you're alone. I think that's part of the bigger problem, is that you just don't feel like you can connect with anybody, so it's easier to be alone. And I think that is the worst thing you can do. I think what you need to do is find the people who you can talk to help you gain the tools that you need, so that maybe you learn how to speak more clearer, so that you don't feel so misunderstood. All right? So that's what I have for you. So just be optimistic. Get out of this dark place, Taurus. Everything is going to be okay. You know, you have the ability to make all of these changes. You really do. Life is brighter than you think. All right. So with that, Taurus, I'm going to end this reading, and I'll see you at the next one. I hope this helped. Blessed be. Bye now.